Good morning, Mr. James. I hope you had a great weekend and a great start yesterday here at school. Today, we'll be working on our writing, and I need you to get focused with me and just get locked in, buddy. I've asked Miss Cherry that if you're working, to give you a break in the middle, just 5 or 10 minutes to get on eBay or Amazon or wherever you want to go and shop and look at whatever you like to look at. Okay, so give me some good work. You have been doing an amazing job the last couple of days, all last week actually. So, all right, it's Tuesday, October 6th, and we're starting with the bell ringer. So hopefully you read step one in your instructions. If you did, then you've already completed this bell ringer. If you haven't, I need you to stop the video after I explain it to you and do it right now. Okay? Don't go on until you finish the bell ringer. And the bell ringer, you're supposed to write me at least 3 sentences. I prefer it. I mean, I think this is a prompt that you could write me a bunch about because it seemed like something maybe you'd have a lot of ideas on. And it says you have been put on an assignment to be the next astronaut to go to the moon. You will be gone on this mission in space for over a year. What are you feeling? What do you think the journey will be like? Explain in detail. So, you're going to be in space for over a year going to the moon. What are you feeling? Are you scared? Are you excited? What's it? Are you nervous? What do you think the journey will be like? Well, will it be exciting? Will it be an adventure? Will it be, kind of boring? What will it be? Give me details. Tell me all about it. So if you haven't done it yet, stop right now and get those sentences down, okay? It's right there. I showed you where it was on your classroom page the other day. It's up in the right-hand corner on the assignment. Okay, let's review. We've been talking about capitalization. That we're putting together what I call a do-it-yourself peer editing checklist. And this is basically whenever I write something, I can pull open this book and I can say, okay, I need to check and make sure my commas are good, my capitalization is good, my apostrophes are good, all of the grammar and punctuation that we need to have correct for a good piece of writing. You'll have a little book where you can open it up and make sure it's all correct before you ever turn something in, or you ever write a letter to anyone or write something for anybody. And we started with capitalization. Now, hopefully, you and Miss Cherry have already worked together to clean up your notes a bit. Can I just tell you, you did an amazing job on your notes. I was so impressed with how well you did. You were listening to the video, you were trying to figure out what you should write down. And like I've told you over and over, James, if you give me effort, buddy, I will just be the happiest person alive because that's what we need. We need to just try as hard as we can. And if you try as hard as you can, us as teachers, we can get you better. Okay? So, capitalization. You and Miss Cherry should have already gone over that chart and transferred what you had down onto another one. She wrote it out for you, trying to help you make it nice and neat. If you haven't done that yet, then I'd like you to stop the video and ask her to help you with that. Okay? All right. So after you all did it, your first rule should have been something about capitalizing the first letter of a proper noun. Now remember, common noun is boy, man, girl, toy, school. It's a person, place, or thing, but not specific. And a proper noun are specific, like Mr. Stewart, James, Anchorage, Lego. Those are all proper nouns, and we have to capitalize them. Examples would be like if I say George Washington, Canada, Dr. Pepper, the Rocky Mountains, the Lincoln Tunnel, or World War II. So that was the first rule you and Miss Cherry should have written down. Second rule was we capitalize all significant words in titles of books, magazine stories, movies, and other media. So you could shorten that, but basically when we have a title, we of anything, we capitalize the important words. And what I mean by that is we don't capitalize the little words like a, and, the, as, at, of, on, for, in, and, but, or. We don't capitalize those little words unless they're at the beginning. Okay? So that's the tricky part. We don't capitalize any of the little words unless they start the sentence. They start the title, right? Okay, so examples would be A Tale of Two Cities, The Scarlet Letter, The New York Times, A Bug's Life, The Star Spangled Banner, Complete Idiot's Guide to Sewing of Mice and Men. All right, so these are all examples. Again, you should already have these down, nice and neat. Your third rule that you had was do capitalize the first letter of a sentence, even in a quotation. And an example would be, my mother said, so my is capitalized, your father will be home shortly. Okay, so this is all one sentence. But when you have that quotation in there, you still have to capitalize your. Okay? So do capitalize the first letter of a sentence, even in a quotation. All right. So I think I may be wrong, but I think that you only had 3. You might have had 4. So the fourth rule, if you already have it, you and Miss Cherry wrote it down. If you don't, this is one I need you to write down. So our fourth rule is capitalize names of relatives that indicate family relationships. Okay? So I know it's tricky, but names of relatives that indicate family relationship. So those kind of things would be like Aunt Karen. So we capitalize the A in aunt, right? Please ask grandmother to answer her telephone. So if you're calling like a grandma, or if you said, hey, my mom went to the store, mom would be capitalized because you're using it, you're using that as her name. So dad gets home early on Fridays, but mom usually works late. So mom and dad, and then grandmother and grandfather, aunt and uncle. So anytime we have those kind of titles, those kind of family names, we capitalize them. Okay? All right. So stop the video and write capitalized names of relatives that indicate family relationship. Capitalized names of relatives that indicate family relationship. Stop the video now and write that. The second thing in the examples, I want you to write aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, mom, and dad. Or you can pick, how about you just pick 3 of those? Pick 3 of those. Aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad. Pick 3 of them and write them in the examples. All right, next rule. Capitalize a title that precedes a name, but do not capitalize a title that follows a name. And what they're talking about is a title like President Obama and precede. So here's what I want you to write in your rule. Capitalize a title that comes before the person's name. Capitalize the title that comes before a person's name. But we don't capitalize it after. So I wrote a letter to Governor Jindal. So his name is Jindal, but he's the governor. So governor would be capitalized. Another one would be if I said, I went to speak with Principal Terry, right? So principal has to be capitalized. Now, if I flip it around, I say, I also wrote to Bobby Brown, comma, a senator. So if it's after the name, we don't capitalize. Again, you don't have to memorize this. That's why we're going to have our list. So you write down your rule, and then I want you to write one of these examples. How about we do the first example? I wrote a letter to Governor Jindal, and do I need to come in today? No, let's go with thank you for your response, comma, Governor. Write those two. All right. Rule number 6. Do capitalize countries, nationalities, and languages. We always capitalize countries, nationalities, and languages. And what I mean by that is, like, England is a country, English is a language and a nationality. American is a nationality for describing people that come from a certain country. Spain is a country. Spanish, again, is a language and a nationality. So we always capitalize those. Okay, so stop at it and write your rule, and then pick 2 of these examples. All right, great job. Now it's your turn. I've got a sheet for you. I want you to complete the sheet. You're going to fix all the capitalization errors, and you can use your sheet. Use your rule sheet. When you're looking at your sentence, I want you to read your sentence and then look at your rules and say, okay, do I have any proper nouns? Yes or no. Do I have any titles? Yes or no. Go down the rules and look for each one of those things. And we'll continue to do this. Okay, but it will become easy for you if you keep using your sheet. Then it'll just get into your head and you'll be like, oh, I've just got to check these. All right, so you're going to use your capitalization rules to do your sheet, and then you've got a small IXL for me. All right, buddy? But first, if you did a great job, Miss Cherry will let you know. If you did a great job, ask her. And if you did a great job and you've been working hard, then she can give you a 10-minute break. Okay? Good job, buddy. I hope to see you on Thursday.